Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video we are going to be taking a look at every single Premier League team's kits or home shirts for the 1920 season. They've all been released now. We're going to be going through all of them, we're going to be ranking them, we're going to be rating them, and I'm just going to give my opinion on if I like it or not, and the things in particular I like or dislike. Please drop in the comments below your opinions on these kits, because obviously some of you might completely disagree with everything I have to say, and some of you might agree with everything, but that's just what opinions do. So yeah, please drop in the comments below your opinions on the kits, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. Oh, and quickly, I just thought I'd add, obviously you can see by the shirt I'm wearing, I'm a massive Liverpool fan. I'm wearing last year's home shirt, the kit we won the Champions League in. Come on, 6 times, let's go. But yeah, I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to rate it over like teams, and the team won't have any effect on the kit. I'm literally going to be looking at the kit and the colours and the design and rating it off that, forgetting about what team it is or anything like that. So I'm not going to be biased. But yeah, I thought I'd just add that so you're not like, oh, he's a Liverpool fan, obviously he's going to say that about this team and that team. But yeah, I'm not going to be biased. I'm just going to be looking at the kits, and that's it. Anyway, moving straight into it, the first shirt we're going to be looking at, we're going to be going in alphabetical order. First home shirt we're going to be looking at is Arsenal's. Now, Arsenal switched it up a bit this year. They've gone for Adidas instead of Puma, which they had in the last few seasons. And personally, I think Adidas have smashed it this season. This shirt, I mean, I think it's beautiful. I love it. The collar looks lovely. The design they've got on that, they've got a little design on the sleeve, a little sort of ring around the sleeves at the edge. Everything's lovely. The Adidas stripes, the classic Adidas stripes suit it well. The colours they've used are nice, solid red. It just looks clean, it looks stylish, not too overcomplicated. It's just a really lovely kit. And it's also a massive upgrade on last season's kit, which Puma made, which had like the pink bit around the sleeve. Wasn't too big of a fan of that, so this is just a massive upgrade. I think it's a beautiful kit, and Arsenal fans, you should be happy with this. Yeah, it's a lovely kit. In terms of a rating, I'm going to go with a 8.5, pushing 9. But I'm going to go with an 8.5. It's a lovely kit. Fair play to Arsenal and Adidas for making this. The next shirt we're going to be taking a look at is Aston Villa's home shirt. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of claret and blue. I just never have been. Any kit that has claret and blue, I just don't like the colours. So it's hard, because even if the design is really nice and they've got really nice added details, it's hard to give it a high rating for me, just simply because of the colours. But Aston Villa have done a good job with this kit. The design's nice, and they've done, I think it's as nice as a claret and blue kit can get, personally. Sponsor looks quite big, but maybe that's just me. Maybe it's not actually that big, but it just looks quite big. But the sponsor isn't bad. It's quite simple. It's okay. The colours are just quite solid. There's nothing stupid or overcomplicated going on there. Just, simple design. And it's all right. It's not the worst kit I've ever seen at all. And yeah, as far as claret and blue kits go, it's not a bad one at all. In terms of a rating, I'd go with a 6.5. Purely just for the colours. It's not a bad kit. It's just I'm really not a fan of claret and blue. So sorry, Aston Villa, but yeah, 6.5. It's decent. Moving on then to AFC Bournemouth. I love usually their shirts because I do like the black and red stripes. It's quite cool. And this year they've just stuck with it. Nothing too complicated, nothing's changed too much. It's just quite simple, but it's nice, and there's no reason they need to change every year. They've added, on the red stripes, they've added these sort of like thin stripes going sort of diagonally, which looks quite nice, just a bit of an added touch. It's got darker red sleeves, which is a bit strange. Personally, I would have had it the same colour red, but it's not awful. Yeah, it's just a nice Bournemouth kit. It's nothing offensive, it's fine, so I'll give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. I think that's a good score for it. I'm not too big of a fan of the sponsor, but luckily it doesn't take up too much room. It's okay, I can look past it, but yeah, it's a 7.5. Not bad. Brighton. Now, not much to say about Brighton. Again, it's just a Brighton kit. I mean, there's not too much to it. They've stuck with the old white, blue stripes. Decent. I quite like the addition of the yellow tick. And there's like a little bit at the back on the collar with yellow stripe. Not bad. Nice little touch there. Nothing's really stand out about it though. It's just simple. The sponsor's nice because it's nothing too complicated. It just, it doesn't sort of take over the kit. It's quite simple and small and just, you know, blends in almost. It's not a bad kit. Again, it's just a Brighton kit. There's nothing special about it, but yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna give it a 6. No, I'll give it a 6.5 actually, because it's, yeah, 6.5. Not bad. Moving on to the next kit, Burnley, another claret and blue kit. Again, just simple. Honestly, yeah, they haven't changed too much. It's all right. It's quite retro, quite classic, which I quite like. But again, the claret and blue, I'm just not a fan of. The sponsor's okay because it's all one colour. It just kind of, yeah, the sponsor's okay. I'm not. Honestly, I don't really know what to say about it. It's nothing too extraordinary, but it's not bad. It's just a decent kit made by Umbro. So again, I'll give it a 6.5. I'll give it the same as Aston Villa. There's nothing too spectacular about it, but it is just a decent kit. Yeah, not much to say about that, to be honest. Let's just move on to the next one. So the next kit is Chelsea. Now, when I first saw their home shirt for next season, I was like, I don't mind it actually. And quite a lot of my friends were saying they hate it and stuff. And I was like, actually, it looks quite cool. But now I'm seeing pictures of it again, just the shirt. And I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Excuse my French, but yeah, I'm just looking at it now, and it's just all over. I don't know what's going on. It's just overcomplicated. It just doesn't need to be all this weird black sort of like, I don't even know what it is. It's just not nice. It's too weird for me. Yeah, so my opinion has changed, unfortunately, for Chelsea. It has completely switched. I didn't mind at the start, thought it was quite cool, but now I'm looking at it and it's not a great kit at all. So for that, I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. It's alright. I could give it lower, potentially 4.5, 5, but I'll give it a 5.5. Because the sponsor's okay. It's just very average. It's just very boring. They're sponsored by Hyundai on the sleeve. It's a typical night kit, really, in terms of just very boring. But then they've also got this weird pattern going on all over the shirt. I don't know. It's not the best. 5.5, and that's not me being biased. That is just, yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. Okay, so the next kit is Crystal Palace. It's decent, actually. Now I'm looking at it now. It's not too bad. I don't like the sponsor, really. That ruins it a bit for me, but I can look past it. It's got the classic Palace colours, but it's got the addition of like these nice sort of like stripes, like thin stripes of white. Pretty cool. I don't mind it, actually. I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's quite punchy. It's quite vibrant. Puma have done a decent job of it. Fair play. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Okay, so the next kit is Everton. Not bad. I really liked their the last year's kit, home kit. I thought it was really stylish. I think it's been a bit of a downgrade this year. It's got sort of a weird pattern at the top, which is okay. It looks a bit like a training shirt. Maybe I'm the only one that sees that, but not bad. The sponsor's cool. I don't know who that is, but it's just quite simple. I prefer that of a sponsor, just plain colour, doesn't take over the shirt, doesn't get in the way of anything. It's just simple on the shirt. I like the sponsor. Umbro again, making the kit. Angry Birds on the sleeve. It's okay. It's nothing too spectacular. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Actually, no, I'll give it a 6.5. It's hard because I'd say I prefer the Palace kit, but then this isn't on the same level as the Burnley and Aston Villa. So I'll give it a 7 and maybe bump the Palace one up a bit because I do prefer that. But yeah, 7 out of 10. Not the worst, not the best. Decent. Another decent kit for Everton. The next kit is Leicester City. What a beautiful kit. Really is. Adidas back again. I do really like the 3 stripes of Adidas. I've always liked that. And when Liverpool had Adidas, that was a cool feature on our shirts. It's just lovely in my opinion. I think the sponsor's decent again. Like I said, it's just quite simple, all one colour apart from the little crown, which actually looks kind of cool. Just simple. They've gone for like a checkered look, which is quite a nice little touch, and then just the touches of gold on the collar and the sleeves bit, and the Adidas logo in gold. It's just a nice stylish kit. I think they've done a good job again, Adidas. So for that reason, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Nice kit, Leicester, fair play. Yeah, decent. Definitely better than last year's. Okay, so the next kit is my team's kit, Liverpool. Now, at the start, didn't really know what to think. I saw like leaks of it and stuff, and I was like, it's okay, but I think we've had better. But since seeing it on the players, I do actually genuinely love it. I'm going to buy it. I love the darker red like this. I love this red. When we use this red, it's my favourite style. It's quite classy, quite retro. Obviously, I love the pinstripes as well and the gold of the badge. I do think it's a lovely kit, and our sponsor, I don't mind at all as well. I'm glad we have this sponsor that's just quite simple. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed of our kit this year. It's got like little additions to the sleeves that are decent. I don't think it's as good as our 2017-18 kit, which was a pinstripe one again with the collar. That was a really retro one, and I loved that kit. I thought it was awesome. Don't think it's as nice as that. I think it's on par with this, which is just quite simple, quite nice. But I love the gold on the kit. I love gold on kit, like just hints of gold. I love it. So yeah, I'll give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to see it on the players. And yeah, all in all, nice kit. Okay, so the next kit is Manchester City. Your standard Man City kit, really. Nothing too spectacular. It's they've gone for like a blue and purple theme rather than blue and white or blue and black. Or yeah, it's alright. It's just the same sort of sky blue colour, and then purple bits on the sleeves, and the sponsor's quite nice. Again, doesn't get in the way of everything. And the sleeve sponsor, they're quite good sponsors. Puma, not too bad of a kit. I mean, again, it's just quite boring. It's quite average. There's not much to say about it. I'll give it a 6.5, to be honest. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's just your average kit. The next kit we're going to be looking at is Manchester United, obviously our biggest rival, but that doesn't stop me from saying that I do think this is a lovely kit. Yeah, it's a nice kit. I like the that red suits United better. I think we suit this darker red, and that brighter, punchier red suits United. I'm never usually a fan of the Chevrolet logo on it, but it doesn't look too bad here. It's all right. I like the little crest around the badge that they've got, which is quite cool. Yeah, again, it's just a solid kit from Adidas. The stripes on the sleeves are nice. It's a nice kit. I'll give it a solid 7.5. It's a nice kit. Fair play. Yeah, and I'm not going to be biased just because it's Manchester United. I'll hold my hands up and say it is a nice kit. Next kit then is Newcastle United. Now quickly, I just want to add, what is going on with Newcastle? I mean, it's all falling apart. They're going to sell Rondon, they sold Perez, got rid of Benitez, they got Steve Bruce in, they lost 4-0 to Wolves. It's going downhill. They could get relegated this season. And another thing that's gone downhill is their kit, because this home kit is not nice at all. I respect the fact that they're trying to do the badge and centre, the Puma, but it's not nice. The bright blue sponsor right in the middle of it isn't great. The colours are just average. It's not a nice kit. It's a downgrade again. I'm not a fan of it at all. I'll give it a 4.5. Yeah, it's not a nice kit. It's simple at parts and overcomplicated in others, and just stupid designs that I didn't think they needed to make. But yeah, not a great kit. 4.5. Yeah, moving on. Norwich City. Never usually a fan of the yellow and the green. Don't think they really work, but it's actually a solid kit. I think it's one of the nicest Norwich kits I've seen in a while. Sponsor's not offensive or horrible in any way. I like the fade into the green. That's quite cool. And the little touches. I just think they've done it in a nice way. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the colours, but I can kind of look past that. I think it's a solid kit. Yeah, and probably the nicest Norwich kit I've seen in a while. Yeah, nothing spectacular, but I do like the fade quite a lot. And yeah, it's just a classy kit. So I'll give that a solid 7 out of 10. Fair play, Norwich. Moving on then to the next kit, Sheffield United. It's just your standard Sheffield United kit, really. I really, really don't like that sponsor at all. I just don't think it works. Alright. It's like police cars and lorries. And, yeah, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's just your standard Sheffield United kit. Again, nothing too spectacular about it. It's alright. It just looks kind of plain, but I'm not a fan of the sponsor. I'll give it a 6.5 again. Not bad. The next kit then is Southampton. the sponsor is just rank. I don't know what's going on there. That sponsor is horrible. And they've gone for a big black block on the top. Looking at it on the players here, it doesn't look too bad. But just the shirt, like if you just took the shirt itself, not a fan. Under Armour, I think, made it. Sponsor ruins it for me. The big black block at the top as well. I don't know. Yeah, that's not my favourite thing in the world. I think it's a downgrade, again, from Southampton. Sorry, Southampton fans, if you're getting angry. I don't know how many Southampton fans are going to be watching this. But yeah, it's one of the worst ones in the league. Not as bad as Newcastle, but it's not great. Give it a 5.5 out of 10. Not great. The next kit then is Spurs' home kit. Just very, very, very standard. I mean, it's just you know, it's just, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to talk about. White, blue, red logo. That is literally it. I have nothing to say. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing bad. It's just, why change, I guess. But there's just nothing creative about it. It's a standard night kit. That's what they do. And I'm not looking forward to when Liverpool have night, because I don't want our kits to be like that. It's just very simple. It's like a template. They've whacked a badge on it. They've whacked a sponsor. There you go. Here's your colours. Here's your kit. Done. Not a fan. It's just boring. I'll give it a 5.5. No, I'll give it a 6, because it's not that bad. It's just very boring. But yeah, 6 out of 10 for Spurs. Could do better. Watford then. Last year, I loved their shirts. I thought it was wicked. The stripes. Not many people were a huge fan of it, but I really liked it. This year, I think they've had a bit of a downgrade. They've gone for like a 50/50. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it, to be fair. It's quite simple. The red stripes, the Adidas, the red logo's not the worst thing in the world. They've got little things on the sleeves, the edge, which are quite cool. Yeah, it's okay. I'll give it a 6.5 again. Pushing 7. I don't know. It's hard, but it's an okay kit. I just think it's a downgrade on last year's, which was a really nice kit. Next kit then is West Ham's. I don't know what they've done. I'm not a fan of claret and blue already, but then you add this and it's just horrid. Nah, not a fan. It's down there with Newcastle tier in my opinion. I just don't like the massive blue bit at the top and then the darker blue stripes. I just think it's clunky. The colours, again, I don't like. It's a downgrade on last year's again. Not a fan of it personally. One thing I am a fan of though is their transfer business. Their transfer business has been brilliant so far. But anyway, we're not talking about transfers. We're talking about kits. Not a fan of this kit. I'll give it a 5. Yeah, 5 or 4.5. I don't know. It's down there at the bottom. Not a fan of it at all. Sorry, West Ham. Next kit then is Wolverhampton Wanderers. Lovely. Love it, to be fair. Another Adidas kit. They've smashed it. Logo is okay. Sponsor is okay. I just really like the actual design of the orange. Like, it's a nice orange, but it's got this weird, like, design on it. Like, I don't even know. It's really cool, though. The collar's nice. It's got, like, these stripes down there. The sleeve sponsor's okay. It's just a wicked kit. I like the colours of Wolves. I always have, and I like their badge. And I just think you tie that all together in this kit. Pretty cool. With a better sponsor, I think it could be even higher. But I'm going to give it a 8.5, actually. I think it's a wicked kit, but it could be higher, genuinely, if they had a better sponsor. But 8.5, solid score. Well done, Wolves. Oh yeah, that was the last kit. I should have said last but not least at all, because it was one of the highest. Wolves is our last one. But yeah, anyway, there you go. I've ranked and rated all of the Premier League home shirts for this season. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave in the comments below your opinions on kits, what team you support, everything like that. Just go football mad in the comments. I'd love to read your comments. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.